Hi.
Hi, my girl.
Should we do like random girl chat chaos?
Love your lip color, by the way.
I just feel like everyone is with me.
The only thing that I will allow to rattle my nervous system is the stock market.
If you know, you know.
Don't worry, we're still gonna come, but we think we might want to make a few edits.
You can't edit someone else's birthday.
Yeah, we can. You'll never be with another man like that again.
Or be with another man.
We don't cry on pillows. We don't miss moments with our children.
I haven't used eye drops in decades.
My skin's the best it's ever been.
I sleep at night.
So, do you want to talk about the dog?
Hell yeah, I was pissed. Now Lamar is doing press, insinuating that I'm a liar. You're not now gonna shit on me because you don't like the reaction and the response.
Don't take our kindness for weakness.
Clock it. Malika,
Khloé.
I love that you're back in Wonderland with me.
Me too. Thank you for having me.
How was your Easter?
My Easter was lovely.
What'd you do?
We just did an Easter egg hunt. Ace is such an early child. So we did one at our house first.
Oh my gosh.
And he got to jump on the trampoline that your mom just got him.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she got him the in-ground trampoline
Oh, those are the
for his
best. Where'd you
birthday.
put it?
In my front yard.
Oh God.
Because I had that
front yard.
massive eyesore of a trampoline. So it's a really
But what
great
about the jungle
transition.
gym?
It's still there. We have room.
Your
We have a
jungle
little
gym.
bit of room.
The jungle gym of a front yard.
Yeah, so he did the trampoline. He did his Easter egg hunt. He opened his baskets. He opened your basket. He
Cute.
loved it.
Cute.
He was like, Mommy, Auntie Coco's the best ever. I'm like, I know.
So cute.
And then
I
after
mean, those
that-
photos were adorable.
No, he's too cute. And that bunny was adorable too. It was like the size of him.
Yeah, no, it was cute. It was cute.
Okay. I want to make sure that you know that
No,
it was
it was-
wonderful.
it was cute.
Okay. You're so critical of yourself. Stop.
I am. I'm very critical of everything.
You're an incredible gift giver.
Thank you.
The
I
kids
love
you.
That's my love language. I love
It
gift
is.
giving,
It's mine as well.
but I don't like receiving. Makes me very
No, you're
uncomfortable.
very awkward.
Yeah, I just get like, oh my gosh, I know how much money this cost. I know how hard it is to make money. I like spiral in my head.
And it's kind of crazy because you make me open my presents in front of you. And I don't think you've ever opened a present in front of me.
Hell no, because you're never going to get the reaction you want.
You're so cute, though. I can always hear your smile on the phone.
I can do it better on the phone. When I'm like with people, I'm like, okay, Khloé, you have to act this way, but don't let it be fake because it's not fake. But I just want to make sure I'm giving someone the response they want.
Yeah, you just don't like to blush in front of people. Like you're
No.
blushing right now.
Yeah, no, I don't like any of it.
It's very cute.
And
on
I
you, though.
became a newer open in front of me type of person because my mom had a talk with me and said it's like what I should be doing.
You should.
Yeah.
They say it's just an American thing to do. Like other people don't do that.
What?
Like you give a gift and you like take it away. And then that's like supposed to be like a normal thing
What, to open in front of people?
to not open in front of people. I think
Oh.
it's just Americans do that.
Yeah.
Well, how was your Easter?
Mine was great. We were in Palm Springs. It was really nice weather, not too hot, which is always nice because Palm
Oh,
Springs
it
is
could be deadly.
crazy. But, we go over the top Easter egg hunts, the baskets, brunch. We went swimming after and then drove back down for school on Monday. Crazy. But it was great. I loved it.
Okay, so they're back in school.
Back in school.
Okay.
I chaperoned a field trip yesterday.
Did you?
12 kids I had to be responsible for in my group. It was like crazy.
You're
Like, when I
such a
got
good
home, I was like,
mommy.
No one can talk to me for like an hour because being on that bus with it's just a lot of overstimulation.
It's the bus for me.
It's the bus.
I actually feel really bad now. And I hope Ace doesn't talk to Drew because he had a field trip and I didn't let him go.
Oh, did he want to go?
He knew about it, but I like kind of talked to him like, Mommy's just not comfortable with you going that far away and on a bus. And
Where
they
was it?
didn't pick Mommy to go. So
Were you
they
lying?
were going to, no, they were going to an amusement park. Like, yeah,
My kid's not
like
going to an
near
amusement
near
park.
Disneyland. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable with that. So unless I'm one of the chaperones, he can't go.
First of all, I don't know, why does a school send someone to an amusement park?
I mean, I think it's because the kids really want to go,
Well,
but
yeah,
I'm
but
just not
What are they
that
learning?
kind of parent. I don't think it's for learning. I think it's just for fun.
It's not when you're on one of those yellow school buses and
Oh,
it
no, no,
takes
no.
3 hours to get
The
there.
school bus and the diesel fuel not
Yeah.
my thing. Sorry. Know that most people, I wasn't going to be able to ride on the bus anyway. I was just going to follow behind. But then I just decided, I was like, no.
You're crazy.
Because what if I want to leave early? I can't even separate my kid and take him. Like whoever goes on the bus had to go back on the bus.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't.
was like, this is just not for
I
us.
wouldn't let my kid go either. I mean, honestly, on the bus yesterday, they were all like, this is taking so long. No, no, no. Can we leave? Can we get off? I have to pee. I'm like,
Was it hot?
it has AC on the bus.
Oh,
So
it
you mean
does?
like it was fine.
In our days, you just rolled down
Yeah.
the window drop.
No, the new yellow buses have like AC, but it takes 30 extra minutes to get anywhere on those buses.
Where did you guys go though?
Malibu.
Oh,
They're-
that's cute.
They're learning about like plankton and water animals. And so we went to the bluff and like we have to go down on the beach and like, but a different guide is with every person. They're like teaching us about certain native plants and microscopes. And
So nice for you, home studies.
it was great. It was great.
Did I tell you I'm homesteading Ace?
You did.
Yeah.
But
So
when are
I'm
you
very
starting?
So he'll graduate from kindergarten and then he'll start first grade. I found the best, well, my mother and I found the best Christian home study program.
Nice.
It's the cutest.
Is your mom going to do it?
She's going to help me, but I'm going to get him an actual teacher.
Malika's mom, Beverly, is an actual teacher of like 30 years.
I know, but she's retired and it's just hard.
But she is very capable.
Imagine having
I'm
your
not saying
mom
she
come teach your kids.
Well, my mom never. That's so not her. Your mom was a teacher. But I get if your mom's retired and doesn't want to do it.
No, she does.
She
I
said,
just
got
think
an
it's going to
actual
be
teacher.
different if it's like 4 days a week, 9 to 12 every day. She hasn't been on a schedule like that for so long.
No, and I don't think she wants to be that committed, but you just can't say I hired an actual teacher. Your mom is an actual teacher.
I hired another teacher.
Or a current teacher because
Yes.
your mom is retired.
And then my mom can do like the substitute teacher work. You know,
Okay.
when the teacher doesn't come in, my mom can sub.
Making a school lunch and snacks, like being creative. I'm like,
I'm
No.
not going to miss it. I will not miss carpool either.
but doesn't it make you appreciate your parents more?
I totally understand my mom more. And I guess that understanding brought appreciation. Because
Okay.
at first I'd be like, this woman's insane when I was in my teens. And then once you become a mom, you go, oh, she's not that bad. She's like normal. Your parents are people too.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't believe she did it with 5 because I have 1 and I feel a little crazy most days.
Oh, I'm sure she felt crazy every day, but you just don't know better because you don't know there's like
Yeah.
life outside of this.
It's true. You
Especially
don't know what you don't
because
know.
she didn't have any access to like the outside world unless it's like a newspaper. Like that's
Mhm.
just, you just knew everyone had kids. You take them to school. Like that's
No,
what she did.
remember when you were like in the car with your mom or your dad and they throw that big book on your lap until you flipped a page?
Thomas Guide.
Thomas Guide.
Yeah.
Our kids would die if we
Oh my
handed them a
gosh.
Thomas Guide.
When Bruce used to be like, go to page 94 and tell me
Uh-huh.
these coordinates. I'm like, a coordinate?
No, yeah,
Where
our
am I
kids will
going?
never know what we suffered
Or
through.
we used to print out directions on MapQuest.
I think that was once AOL came around, right?
Like, but I still, born and raised LA, I don't go anywhere without Waze. Like everything. Am I like, do I just not pay attention when I
I
drive?
believe show me the quickest way
Yeah.
and I'll make my decision from there. Just give me, I like options.
I just can't go anywhere without it. It's really nuts. So I don't know what I did. I guess I was always printing out that paper on MapQuest.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
We made it work.
Malika has a show that's going to be out. I don't know when, but I don't think anyone knows when yet.
Just yet.
But exciting.
Yes, we're 3 weeks in. We've got about 3 more weeks left and then a couple pickup days. But I don't know how you do this every day.
It's a lot.
Like, and then multiple other jobs, like
Why do
crazy
you think I have
women.
no friends anymore.
Well, I mean, you still have me. We just only
Well,
see
yeah.
each other every quarter.
Totally. But that's why. It's not like I'm sitting at home
No.
like,
No, but it's actually good to be a workaholic because you get out of your head a bit.
sometimes.
You just have to carve out time to do like self things. Like my Sundays are so good. My self-care Sundays,
How do
you would
what
love my list.
No, what do you always say? I know Sundays are precious to you,
They are, though.
and they are.
They
I'm
really
like, if
are.
someone talks to me on a Sunday,
Mm-mm.
do not disturb.
Okay, do you still keep your phone off?
Sometimes. I haven't had a Sunday because we were in Japan, and then
Mhm.
like I haven't had a Sunday in a minute. But when I get a Sunday, I just try to put the phone down and not pay attention to it. But
Yeah.
like it's not off and I'll check it, but I just think it's so healthy to not be a prisoner to your phone and detox a little bit.
Do you remember when I used to turn my phone off?
Yeah, all the time. Malika used to get really emotional, and like she still does,
Very
but
emo.
she
Same.
can totally control her emotions better. But as a young adult, she would like
Disappear.
disappear, but also wanted everyone to know in a way.
If I didn't let
Subconsciously.
you guys know,
No,
100%.
because she would put on a black icon, because Kim would always be like, you might want to check on Malika. She would always, because then we all knew what it meant when
No,
she
yeah,
saw
because
a
I'd
black
be gone and you
icon.
would not be able to find me.
No.
I'd be like, I needed like, I think it was always somewhere between 48 and 72 hours and I'd be back to normal.
Yeah, but you always just needed that damn black icon.
I think
solid.
I think it's a reset. I can't believe you still remember the color of the icon.
Of course, it was a solid black screen, and everyone was like, here she
I'm
goes
still very
again.
black.
Yeah, you
I
are.
love my black. I just express it differently now.
Because you have a kid. You can't disappear for 3 days.
Oh, I'm just emotionally healthier or stronger, should I say?
think?
I think so.
Do you think that comes with age?
And experience. You go through enough things and you're just like, oh, I'd rather stay in the light so I don't have to go black.
Yeah.
You just preserve and protect your peace. How was Japan?
Ooh, it was so nice. Japan was great. I'm excited you're going to do that for your birthday.
I want to. It's been on my bucket list for a minute, but I think most importantly, I didn't just get up and go because I want to make sure Ace is old enough to understand it or at least remember. You know, I was like,
I think
he'll
he
be like,
is. I mean, what I loved is how much the kids loved it. There's so many great things to do for kids. It's so safe. It's so nice. Tatum, like every day that we're back, he's like, are we going to go to Japan again? Like he loved it.
Aw.
I know he won't remember it when he's older because he's only 3.5, but I love how much he loved it. And he was so happy every day. Like the jet lag is a lot, but kids are so resilient and they can handle it. And he just like appreciated everything. It was
Yeah.
so funny for someone so young for them to like, he was so into everything we did. And that I really loved.
Yeah, I think he realizes how different it is from his regular life. So he doesn't have to identify exactly, but like that appreciation comes from like, I like this.
Mm-hmm. It
This was
really
enjoyable for me. Ace was like that when I took him to Paris at 3. He used to keep saying, can I go back to my tower? Can I go back to my tower? He loved the Eiffel Tower.
cute.
And I was like, yeah, it's a really long way away. We can't keep going back, but one day. So I
If
think he
you-
remembers it.
Go for your birthday, it would just be like an adult trip.
I think my whole family is going.
Nice.
So that's like, it'll be big.
That would be amazing. March. So it's still, I think it's the start of cherry blossom season.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I hope you get it because they say it's so beautiful.
It is so beautiful. It rained a lot when we were there, but towards the end, the beginning, like it was perfect. It's
Okay.
really, really so beautiful.
I'm not really an amusement person part at all.
But the kids
Like,
love it.
They do, but like after I've hit like 15,000 steps, I'm like, I'm done.
I mean, Disney is not for the faint of heart. You just have to,
Mm-mm.
it's a lot, but the kids love it.
So the drums this week. Do you want to talk about the doc?
I'm really activated, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so as a mom, my days are genuinely nonstop. I'm talking school drop off, running errands, back to back everything, and then somehow I have dinner plans or a night out and I have to look put together. I don't have time to change or stand in my closet spiraling. I need to look good and go. That is it. When you're balancing it all, Revolve is where I go when I don't want to overthink it. Everything is styled in a way that just makes sense. And I love that once I find a piece I like, they show me similar options so I can build a whole outfit without having to think about it. You can also shop by vibe, date night, night out, or vacation, which honestly just saves so much time. I don't waste time endlessly scrolling because everything already fits the look I'm going for. And you guys, they just opened their festival shop and it is so good. Full looks that already work together. Perfect for festivals, vacations, weekends, nights out, anything you have coming up. It makes packing so much easier because everything works together and goes day to night, which is exactly what I need right now. Revolve has all the brands I actually wear. New arrivals daily, inclusive sizing, and honestly, the best customer service. Fast shipping, easy returns. It just works. Feels elevated and effortless without even trying. Whether you're in mom mode, planning a night out, or traveling, Revolve makes getting dressed easy. Go to Revolve.com and definitely check out the festival shop while you're there. You can shop my favorites and get 15% off your first order with code Khloe. Fast shipping, easy returns. It just works. That's revolve.com/Khloe to shop my faves and get 15% off your first order. Offer ends April 29th, so don't miss out. You guys know I recently got a puppy, Peppermint, and I'm not even going to pretend I'm normal about it. I fully accept that I've become one of those dog parents, the kind who takes way too many photos, talks to their dog like they're a person, and somehow she ends up having a better daily routine than I do. Peppermint already has multiple beds around the house, a rotation of toys, and honestly, I catch myself checking on her like she's a toddler. But if you're a dog parent, I feel like you get it. They really do become a part of the family. And if anyone understands that level of obsession, it's Ollie. They're just as obsessed with your dog as you are. Ollie makes fresh food for dogs that's developed by real chefs and backed by vet nutritionists. So you know your pup is getting high-quality meals made with ingredients you can feel good about. And what I love is that everything is personalized to your dog. When you start, they create a plan based on your dog's needs and portion the meals just for you. It even comes with a pup tainer and a scoop, so feeding them is super easy. But Ollie doesn't just stop at food. Through their app, you can actually check in on your dog's health with real vets. You upload a picture and their team can check things like your dog's weight, digestion, teeth, and coat. It's honestly such a great way to keep an eye on how your pup is doing. Get ready for both you and your pup to be obsessed. Head to ollie.com/Wonderland. Tell them all about your dog and use code Wonderland to get 60% off your welcome kit when you subscribe today. Plus, they offer an obsession guarantee. If you're not completely obsessed, you'll get your money back. That's OLLIE.com/Wonderland and enter code Wonderland to get 60% off your first box. Ollie, feed the obsession. I know you haven't seen it
No.
because you are annoyed.
I'm annoyed, but I'm more also like, I already lived that. I don't necessarily want to go back there because to me it's just dark and sad.
Well, this is also what is so annoying to me. So, like, the documentary, number one, do people think I just like talking about this all day long? No. It's traumatic. I have to relive things. I have to talk about things that weren't fun in my life.
Right.
So it's like, no, I don't just feel like doing this. So I think there's like what I keep seeing because people keep sending me TikToks or just videos. Number one, I was asked by Lamar or Lamar's team, whatever you want to say, I was asked if I can do the documentary. I was contemplating because I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. And also, I wanted to make sure it was handled in the best way. I said, I want to make sure this is a positive piece. I don't really want to go down this road if it's negative. He's been through enough negative. Let's like turn the tune here. Everyone was like, no, it's amazing. It's going to be really positive. He's the one doing it. He's the one asking. I'm like, okay, cool. Netflix then was like, we can't finish it without you. You're a big chapter. Sure, get that. I willingly do the Netflix thing for Lamar. I'm not getting paid one penny to do this. I have no dog in this fight. It doesn't matter to me if this documentary is made or not made. I don't care.
Right.
And it's also not something I really want to talk about anymore.
You don't want to go back down. It wasn't a great thing.
It wasn't the best time of my life. I had best time moments, but it's not like let's rehash the dark stuff all over again.
Can I just say you took months to give an answer?
Yes.
You took a long time to even agree to do this.
And on Alexa's point, because I was like, how does this benefit me for keeping up or for Kardashians, whatever? People always want to ask about the Lamar stuff. I get it. But at some point, I'm like over it.
Right.
It's like that chapter's done. I'm good. He's good. We're good. To do this, though, what turned me was Netflix reaching out again, saying like they can't finish it without me. And I didn't want to do that to Lamar. So I was like, okay, he deserves this.
You did him a really big favor because you actually can't tell the story of that chapter of his life without you. As a matter of fact, he doesn't know.
What?
He doesn't really know what happened.
Mm.
You do.
Either way, I remember I was like, I really want to make sure, like, let's get on the same page with what he wants me to say. You reached out to him for me. He wouldn't respond to us, saying,
it took, by time he had responded, it was done.
Yeah, he took weeks to respond.
Yeah.
And we were like, hey, Khloé's going to do the interview. She wants to talk to you prior.
I
Crickets. Nothing.
I tried.
All good, which we have in writing, by the way.
Receipts.
Also, what I think people are confused about is I'm not just sitting on camera talking. There's a producer asking me questions. This producer is from Lamar's documentary. Has nothing to do with me. I'm not an executive producer. I don't edit anybody on their documentary. I'm not paid a cent. I have no involvement in this documentary besides sitting down and giving an interview. This producer is asking me questions that I then respond to. So how would the producer know to ask me certain things if they're not given by Lamar's team or this guy does research?
Right.
If the guy is like, hey, so I heard this happened in Vegas, why don't you tell me about that? I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to tell you that story. Because somehow you know the story.
You know it. Exactly.
So I am just doing exactly what the producer's asking of me. I didn't see the documentary in whole until it came out.
I was still trying to figure out what the takeaway was from the documentary.
What do you mean?
So I think
like for the public?
Yeah. So I think that's another thing that people are kind of hung on, which is like, what were we supposed to get from this? That you weren't a good father, you weren't a good husband,
well, so
and
that's what
you
I'm
were a drug
confused
addict.
about. So if this is your documentary, but like your overdose was 11 years ago.
Yeah.
You're telling me that you have nothing to show for anything at the end of your documentary. You couldn't show after the last 11 years your sobriety journey.
And that has nothing to do with you.
Has nothing to do with me. If there was nothing positive to show at the end, that's on you. You are ending it as making a joke. Oh, let's go to Vegas. Let me go to Vegas. Come with me to Vegas and get married, or whatever he said to the camera crew. Like, everything's a joke for you. You're not accountable for anything. I think what's pissing me off is we did this all good. I was done with this. I'm like, I'm never going to do another Lamar thing again because I'm all good.
It's finished.
But now Lamar is doing press. Annoyed with me.
I can't stand it.
Claiming or insinuating that I'm a liar. All these things, discrediting me, saying that I wasn't the one that helped him.
That pissed me off as well, only because I was like, sir, you weren't. You were there, but you were a shell of a person. I'm like, the things that I witnessed and was there for, even the week that I was in Las Vegas, I was like, I want my friend out of here. But I knew what you were doing was so honorable and so loving. Like it is who you are and what you would do. So we fast forward how over a decade later, and you want to tell the story, but you want to tell the person that they're not telling the story correctly. How, sir?
But that's not even it. I think for years he was singing my praises, all this. I don't even need you to sing my praises. But you're not now going to shit on me or now play in my face because you don't like the reaction and the response from the public.
Well, I think you're getting a better reaction as a human being than he is getting for his own documentary.
But that's your documentary. It's not my problem. I didn't edit your documentary. I had nothing to do with the final product. That's all you. If that's the way you wanted your documentary cut together and all that, how the is that my problem?
Maybe he didn't have control over that, but he also didn't have anything positive to give them either.
But again, that's not my problem.
Yeah. I think this is the first time people have ever really had an opportunity to hear you speak and see the experience through your eyes.
Well, because
he didn't like that.
But it's not
apparently.
my story to tell. I would never expose someone. That was not for me to expose. I kept all of that to myself for 11 years or whenever that was.
Mhm.
For this, I was asked by Lamar to do this documentary. I did it for him. His team, whoever provided those questions to the producer, had to be someone that knew these things. That's how they knew to ask me those questions.
Yeah.
They don't just happen. So I answered the questions. And then I even said when I left, well, Lamar can take out anything he doesn't like because I don't care. Take out what you don't want in there. That's your choice. This is your show. And I just find it crazy, like that first of all, I don't care. You don't have to give me credit for anything. I don't want the credit. All I did was tell the story that I was asked by you to tell. But now to like play in my face and now to act like I didn't do any of the things I did and insinuate I'm a liar.
Look, he needed you
crazy.
to complete that documentary.
But I
there
feel
were
played.
there were questions that I'm sure were asked to him and he couldn't answer it. You answered them. He just didn't like the answers. That doesn't make it not true. All the rest of that is not your problem. And I know why things irritate you too, because you're also like, here I am again. I was there for you to help you save your life. I'm here for you to help you explain your life. And I'm still the bad guy. I'm still getting kind of,
But like you
the
can't
short
take
end. It
accountability
doesn't
for
feel good. I
anything.
get that. But that's why you're done.
Beyond done. Like even in the documentary, when he said something about him getting drugs after he overdosed, he's like, yeah, but why would a drug dealer give Lamar Odom drugs knowing what he went through? No. Why would you call a drug dealer? You know what I mean? Like it's always everyone else's fault. It's not his. And then I saw on some clip that the person was like, did you watch the documentary? Or like, how'd you feel about it? He's like, I didn't watch it all, but I will. First of all,
That couldn't be further from the truth.
this person loves to watch himself. You're telling
No,
me
he walked in my house with a picture of himself on his t-shirt.
on his shirt.
Yeah, that's a different kind of love.
You're telling me that you have a documentary for yourself and you're trying to say publicly that you never saw it? Boy, please.
Yeah.
Let's not.
I call BS.
Let's not. I just think he wasn't expecting this response, and now he's trying to sort of slander me a little bit, which frustrates
I think
me.
you know, if I can leave you with anything that I feel like, again, you should know is everything you have done is honorable and it does not serve you as an individual. But what it does do is speak highly about the heart and the way you care for people if you ever said you did. If he doesn't honor that, so what? Stick with the people that have been like, God, she was such a great wife. And she really is even a great person for doing this documentary. Because I've seen so much stuff where people are like, I wouldn't have done anything for him. Look at what he did to her then. Look at what he does now. And I'm like, you really do let things roll off your back. But I think you pay more attention to the positive. He's not a positive person. I don't think he has that to
Also,
give.
You're sitting on camera saying you married me for fame? What? Like,
Not weak. It's all the conversation is very weak.
but I saw some TikTok was like, wait, am I such a fool because I thought they really loved each other, did it? And the person was like, did anyone else feel that way? And I was like,
No, I think that's what you say now
me.
after your wife has left you and it's been a decade later
Yeah,
and
but
you
he
kind of
hasn't
have
said that-
mud on your face.
But he hasn't said that for years.
That was
he made
never the truth,
But
KK.
What?
It was never true that he married you. He's saying that now.
No, but why is he saying it in his documentary?
He's saying it now because that's the only leg he has to stand on.
That's insane.
He can't get you back.
But you're
He just
asking
texts me.
Right, but you're
Tell
asking.
KK we'll be family forever.
Right, but you're
so I
asking
don't understand
me
how
to
that
be
makes
in your
sense.
documentary. And behind the scenes, your friends, you guys are all saying how you were with me just for fame. That's like some up. Like, I feel so dumb. I spent hours in time doing this documentary as a favor. I'm not paid one penny.
Yeah.
I didn't do any, like, people are like, oh, I wonder how much she got paid. What?
Well, look,
Nothing.
it doesn't make him look good at all.
No, but I am
I mean,
also
if that
pissed
is
that I'm
if
even
that's
involved.
if that's his ego talking and that in some way is supposed to make him look like he doesn't care about Khloé. It didn't work. It doesn't even make him look good.
Listen, I let go the blow-up sex doll he got made of me 2 years ago,
Yeah.
which I thought was like the most
Embarrassing.
sociopathic thing.
Disgusting.
How violating, how gross. What is wrong with you?
Because he just does things for money.
Or for fame. Like
Yeah,
he tries
it's
to
like
do things
attention.
for attention. Gross.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't want to give this that much
One
attention.
deep breath.
But I am like the amount of messages I'm getting, everyone is like shocked. Like, how did the tune change so much? And I think it's changed just because he's seeing the response. And now he's like, oh, I'm going to attack her because she's
Yeah.
getting so much love. Someone told me I'm like the icon on the Netflix special. I'm like, you're mad at me about your portrayal, but that's what you gave them. It's crazy.
I mean, I guess weak people often pick someone to be like the bad guy, the fall person. And unfortunately, you are in that seat quite often. But I think you now are removing yourself. So this is just like the final straw with him.
Over it.
I gave you your stuff back. I did your documentary. I think we're done here.
And what's crazy is he says over and over again, it's Coke, it's Coke. When we were together and I would say like, you're smoking crack, he would be like, don't say crack. Crack is a poor man's drug. Say Coke because it comes off more expensive.
Excuse
So
me?
if you see the documentary, all he does is reference Coke because he won't say the word crack. And I'm almost thinking, is that why he was mad at me?
I'll be honest with you. I would probably still be working with you till this day if it weren't for him. He is the reason I left.
Well,
I didn't want to be around that stuff.
and that's also like, I haven't said 90% of the stories I have.
This is why I'm going, sir, I want you to stop talking because I don't want to
Stop
get in a position
talking.
where I feel like I have to even defend you.
And I couldn't have been
be
nicer
normal,
about
sir,
the
because
information I offered. Because I have 90, literally, this was only 10% of the that
it
I
was
could talk
nothing
about.
compared to photos and receipts and all those things. So it's like, remember, yes, you are dealing with decent people, but don't take our kindness for weakness.
Clock it.
These days, we have to navigate a lot of noise when it comes to staying healthy or losing weight. There's always a new diet or workout that you hear about for a little while, then never again. But there's one name that hasn't changed, that so many of my friends tell me works for them, and that name is Weight Watchers. Even though it's a name you already recognize, you'll be surprised by how modern, flexible, and genuinely supportive their completely reimagined app is. Weight Watchers helps you cut out the noise so you can focus on you. Whether you're looking for weight management without medication or you're curious about GLP-1s, I want to be clear. I'm not currently using a GLP-1, but I've always been open about my health journey. And what I respect about Weight Watchers is how thoughtfully they approach it. There's real education, real structure, and real support. For those exploring medication, Weight Watchers offers access to affordable GLP-1 options and has doctors and experts guiding you every step of the way. And according to Weight Watchers, 72% of MedPlus members say the GLP-1 Success Program helps reduce medication side effects. And Weight Watchers says members are losing 29% more weight when they engage with the Success Program versus taking medication alone. This is about sustainable health, how you eat, how you move, and how you feel day to day. No gimmicks, no quick fixes, just science-backed support from a brand that has helped tens of millions of people over the years. If you're ready to do this in a way that actually fits in with your busy life, this is your sign. Go to WeightWatchers.com and use code Khloe for an extra 20% off your first month. That's 20% off your first month at WeightWatchers.com with code Khloe. Offer applies to select plans. Restrictions apply, and the offer ends May 31st, 2026.
Life moves fast, but at the table, I really try to slow down. You guys know food is such a big love language in my family. It's not just about eating. It's about sitting together, talking, laughing, and actually being present. And honestly, that's why I love pasta nights. They're always my favorite. Lately, I've been obsessed with Barilla al Bronzo pasta. And yes, that's Barilla al Bronzo. It's made in Italy and created with sauce lovers in mind. The texture is so good and it clings to every single drop of flavor, which is everything for me. So there's this Italian concept called scarpetta, which basically means soaking up every last bit of sauce. And that speaks straight to my soul. Because if I made the effort to cook and we're all sitting together at the table, you better believe we're savoring every single bite. To me, that's not just food, that's connection. My go-to right now is actually my mom's bolognese. You guys know Chris has been making this sauce forever. And when you pair it with Barilla al Bronzo pasta, oh, it is unreal. The pasta holds onto the sauce so perfectly. Every bite just hits, and that's the beauty of it. Whether you're in the mood for something rich and cozy or something lighter and veggie forward, it just works. So next time you're cooking, don't rush it. Make it a moment. Sit, talk, laugh. Soak up the sauce. Soak up the time together. You can find Barilla al Bronzo pasta in the red bag at select retailers nationwide. You can click on the link in the description to find a store near you.
I've been trying to simplify my makeup routine lately. Like, I still want to look put together, but I don't want to feel like I'm wearing a full face every day. And I feel like I finally found that balance with Saie. Saie, spelled Saie, is a clean, high-performance makeup brand that doesn't just look good on your skin. It's actually working to improve it over time. Their whole vibe is really effortless, elevated, easy-to-use products that give you that no makeup look they call the signature Saie glow. And I love that everything feels breathable and just enhances what you already have. One of my favorites is their Glowy Super Gel. It's honestly the easiest way to get that lit from within glow. It's super lightweight, not heavy at all, and it just makes your skin look healthy and radiant. I've also been using their Slip Tint Tinted Moisturizer, which gives you that really sheer, dewy coverage, but it also has SPF 30, so it's kind of doing multiple things at once. It's perfect for days when you want coverage, but you still want your skin to show through. And their Dew Blush is so good. It blends so easily and gives you that natural flush without looking streaky or overdone. I also just love what the brand stands for. They've really set a new standard for formulas, sustainable packaging, and a mission that's about feeling good and doing good, both for people and the planet. Sephora's Spring Savings event is happening now. Shop Saie now and save up to 20%.
It's just proof that when someone's in your past, they're normally in your past for a reason.
I know.
So that's
You can't
the learning.
even be kind like that.
No, that's the
Nope.
lesson. And especially you can't be kind to people that are such users.
Yeah.
Even the messages he sends you, oh, get my daughter, my daughter needs a manager,
Yeah.
hook her up with Chris. Not even hi. You can't say hello.
No, he knows. He doesn't. He gets straight to the point.
All
But
you
I
do
don't
is ask
respond
for
to
a
him.
favor.
I don't respond to him
No.
anyway because I want him to literally know that I read it. And we talk
you have
about
your red
you.
receipts on?
No, but he
Oh.
knows I read it. You know what I mean? Because any other time that he's ever called me or texted me, I respond. So you know I've seen your message. I want you to know that I've read it. I want you to know that we're talking about you and that your access has been denied. That's what I want you to know. I have seen like clips from like on TikTok, basically like someone will pull something that you said and then they'll like narrate their feelings behind it. And one thing that made me happy, I want to share this with you because I think I shared something else. One thing that made me happy was to see so many people read your heart the same way you've always been, but that they didn't know you were at that time. Because it's one thing to just say like, yeah, I was there at the hospital. I did all of these things that maybe a nurse should have been doing. I was scared for you. I never wanted to leave Las Vegas, but I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. I love you. Anyway, not about me. I just feel like the things that I heard people say where they're just like, God, she really is a good soul. Like
That's nice.
these guys really have not deserved her. But I think
What is wrong with all of them?
well, I think they know how to pick.
And I
right?
don't.
Well, we need to be more judgmental.
No, I know I don't.
Yeah, I think we need to be more judgmental because the truth is if you see someone that doesn't carry the qualities and characteristics that you are, no one has to be like you, but someone should have your heart. Someone should have your depth. Someone should lead with the spirit the way that you do. You'll never be with another man like that again. It's dark.
Or
it's
be with
low.
another man.
Period. If that's the safest thing you find, so be it.
Right now
I might be right there with you.
And then people are always like, why haven't you had a date in 4 years? I'm like,
Have
do
you seen the history?
want to go back?
Yeah.
Let's go back 10 years and I can give you every man I've been with and what trauma they cause me on a daily basis. Would you be skipping into your next relationship or would you be immersed in watching your stunning, beautiful children grow up and build core lifelong memories? I'm not letting a man with me right now.
Can you imagine? We don't cry on pillows. We don't miss moments with our children or our families.
My face is never puffy. I haven't used eye drops in decades.
My skin's the best it's ever been. I sleep like I'm not worried about someone's coming home, what they're doing, who they're with. My nervous system is regulated.
I got my heart checked the other day and the guy was like,
how are you?
Guy was like, why are your levels like they're astronomical? You're amazing.
Stop. You're like a 15-year-old.
And he goes, what did you do? I said, I sleep at night. Literally, that was my answer. Sleep.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's very important.
Very important. And these men are not.
No, I said the only thing that I will allow to rattle my nervous system is the stock market. That's it. I will never be in another situation with someone where I feel that disturbed.
Doesn't that feel
by
good,
who
though?
you are? Oh, my no game? No.
I think the first sign if someone's stressing me out or like I know when I can like get out of my character, I'm like, actually, I will never text you or
never
call
see
you
me again.
No, you're blocked.
We don't do that anymore.
No.
Crazy.
Just
it took
don't
us
have
to get here to figure it out.
But that's fine.
I'll take it.
Because now we're good for our kids and that's really all that matters.
I know.
I don't need to be good for another adult. I'm good for my
I
children.
think someone will be good for you one day.
One day. It's not a mother thought.
I know it.
Just don't
Talk
care.
about happy.
Talk about bliss.
I know. This is joy right here.
It really is.
Me and you on a sofa.
No, it really is. Just
Single
talking
with kids.
Just talking shit.
Happy, unbothered.
Well, what's going on dating for you?
Absolutely nothing. No, literally absolutely nothing.
Okay, so who's on your list? Like, what are 5 manifestation things that you want out of a man?
He looks like George Clooney / Richard Gere.
Okay.
Love. He's older than me.
Okay.
Right. Seasoned. Probably eats dinner at 4:30. Goes to bed at 6. You know.
Stop.
Yeah. And then I can go have like a glass of wine at your house while he's asleep. And then we get up and have an early breakfast. And he might name a yacht after me or something. I don't know.
Okay. What about anything on the inside?
He cannot be his own leader. He has to be like Christ-led or have some
I didn't know what
higher
you were
power.
saying.
No, because you know that ego. There's like, I run my life. I'm the reason I'm so successful. I'm like, that's cool and all. You can support yourself and think highly of your work ethic. But like if your higher power is yourself. No, absolutely not. So I'll never be led by someone that doesn't have a strong spiritual like compass.
Do you need someone to be your same religion?
No.
Okay.
No, I actually believe that like being led by spirit is more important to me than who you pray to, right? I believe if you pray, I believe it's all your God. My relationship with God is my relationship. So your relationship with God, I don't get involved in. I would love a man that I can pray with. I need a really good, strong leader because as you know, I have a tendency to get in my head. I want someone that has a life that's totally different from mine. Like, I don't care if he makes those books. Like, when we come together, we just have 2 different lives that actually work together and it's cohesive and joyful. I'd love a great father figure for my son. That would be, my son really wants that. I would like to have one more kid. I don't know. It's fine. If we don't, Ace will always be enough for me. That's fine. But it's not enough for Ace. Like he's like, "Where's my baby, mommy?" He keeps saying, "Where's my baby and where's my pet?" And I'm like, "You'll probably get a baby before you get a pet."
What?
Because they eventually grow up and take care of themselves. I can't do that. I can't do it. I'm not telling Ace that he
Animals are a
won't
lot.
get one. I'm just saying, mommy is doing the best that she can to take care of you. And you're just going to have to give mommy a minute. Why don't we go to Target and get a new toy? I just kind of,
Oh, I was like,
that's my
what?
thing. It's
I thought you
terrible.
were talking to me. I'm
No,
like,
no.
what?
I'd like a new toy.
Well,
No,
I feel
Target.
like you knew your manifestation list quite quickly. So that's good. That means
Yeah.
you're thinking about it.
Yeah, I think I wrote it down. What about yours?
I don't have one.
At all. So what
No.
are you manifesting? It doesn't have to be a man. So what are you manifesting?
Manifesting, I mean, I'm just like happy, healthy. I like just being as present as possible. But I am really fixated on some of my businesses. Like
Mhm.
brand new businesses are like babies. So I'm needing to give a lot of energy and time there. And first and foremost, my kids. But like that's where my energy goes. It's not like if it's not work, it's my kids. If it's my kids, it's work. And then
Yeah.
I just don't think about a man right now. I really don't. And I'm not mad about that.
I get it. So is there anything else that you want that you don't have?
I mean, I'm sure if I think about things, I think what I would love is to learn to balance like friend life a little more. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I would love to do this once a week, but knowing that's not realistic for me because like the weeks get away from me.
Right.
But like really making it, why can't I twice a month go to a dinner with my friends? Like sometimes I feel like I need to schedule it. And then once I'm there, I'm great.
Yeah, but
But-
you have to have the energy to actually do it.
And sometimes I don't, but I know when I'm there, I have so much fun.
Yeah.
And I need that for my soul.
See, our relationship is like very different. We spent a lot of our time growing up side by side. And now as we've gotten older, it's separated us. A lot of people don't see their friends every day. They like see them maybe on the weekend or on their birthday. I think that's kind of normal.
I don't know what's normal anymore. I really, really don't. Just a few random
Okay.
girl chat questions. First core memories of each other,
First core memories. The day I met you.
which was
God, I think I was
Andre's
at Andre's house. I was going for the age. I think I was
Oh.
16,
Yeah?
17. Yeah, 16 or 17. And you were like a platinum blonde.
Yep.
I was like, who's this tall drink of water? And you laughed exactly the same. But you were sweet and so inviting because I didn't even know if I was going to talk to you. I was like, oh my
So
God, this is
Malika-
Khloe.
His boyfriend was one of my best friends, and which we didn't realize at the time, but he kept us apart from each other. I think he just was like, he knew we would fall in love and be besties. So he was like, I'm not doing this. And he kept us apart. And I was picking something up from Andre's house because he lived so close to me at the time.
Yeah.
And Malika answered the door. And I was like, hey, you look like a nice girl. And we were just
I
like
was like,
chatting.
"Same."
And we just chatted in the
Did
doorway
we hang out like
forever.
the next day or
Yeah.
something?
And then I met your
Mm.
sister,
Mm-hmm.
and me and your sister became besties while you were with Andre. And we just were obsessed
Inseparable. We've been together ever since.
ever since. Thoughts on audiobooks versus reading a book?
Ooh. So I love actual books.
Same.
I love texture. I love the way they feel. I love the smell. But practicality, if I just need to get information and I'm trying to get two things done at once, either I'm walking, I like to listen to an audiobook.
So
or
I
in
don't
the
feel
car.
like I retain the information as well. Like for audio, I like it and it's time saving. But if I have a real book and can highlight or whatever, I just remember it so much more.
So studious of you.
Social anxiety, do you have it?
Highly. And it's weird because I was not like this when we were younger.
I know.
My social anxiety is so bad. I can feel someone looking at me from behind.
I think it's a COVID thing. I think it
Really?
was born,
I think I
in
was like that
2020.
before. It just got worse now that I have a kid.
maybe.
I feel like I have eyes around my entire head.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
Being
too
a
aware,
mom.
so it's not enjoyable. I'm like, I'll just stay home.
being a mom.
But Ace makes me go to restaurants.
He's very social.
Oh my God. He was introducing me and my mom to someone in Costco. He didn't even know her.
Oh,
He was like,
but
"Hi, I'm Ace. What's your name? This is my mom. This is my Yuma." It was like,
he's
oh
so
my God,
cute.
he's so cute. But he like makes me talk to people and I have anxiety.
But that's good. Maybe that's what you need.
He'll help me grow out of it.
How do you feel when you watch old clips of you on TikTok?
I think the funniest TikToks that I see are like the compilation videos that people do of you and I.
Mm-hmm.
Those are always so funny.
They're so
They
cute.
go so far back. We're so young. I'm like, wow, those keeping up days are like different scenes and like Courtney and Khloe take Miami. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Do you forget, like for me, and I don't know if it's because I film so much, but like Keeping Up was on and Savaz and Rel were like, do you want to watch this? I was like, sure, let's see what it is. Because like, do you know what this means? Kendall and Kylie ruin. It's like the description was like Kendall and Kylie damage Chris's rug, something. And I was like, I have no idea. I was like, you guys, we filmed so much. I don't know.
No, it's hard.
Watching it, I don't remember one thing. And then like there's some episodes it's like I'm right there. I remember it, but some are just like, I don't know. I don't remember a thing. Do you see stuff like that and you're like, oh, I need to watch this because I don't remember?
No, I just see a lot of things, even of Khloé and Lamar show. And I was like, oh my goodness. Like we really did. And that was like 2 seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, we did a lot. We did a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot.
And I don't we have really great memories together, but there's just some moments where I'm like, me and this girl really used to rip and run.
We were busy. How quickly do you respond to emails?
Oh, I'm slow these days. I
sort of respect that.
I'm a little slow these days and I don't love it, but I think that's because there's things in my life that need to be better organized so that I can I just don't have a full-time assistant now. So there's more things that I'm physically doing because they're in front of me. Sometimes I just don't even know where my phone is. So what I try to do is don't go to the phone and I'll sit in my closet and then go on the computer and try to go through my emails that way. Wow. For some reason, when it's a little bigger, I feel less, I don't know, I get more stuff done too.
Okay. I get annoyed with how quickly I will respond to things sometimes because now that my day is running away from me, I can't. And I have over 100 new emails from today. I'm like, I don't have the energy for this right
My
now.
picture of you in my head, you have your phone in your hand.
Yeah, that's not good.
And you're responding to something.
That's not good.
But you have a very full life, honey. There's a lot going on.
Are you an exclamation point person?
Facts.
I am like,
I need you to know how serious I am about it.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, I'm going to put a couple.
Yeah. But why are girls like this? Why do we do that?
We're dramatic. That's what
everything I'm screaming about. I'm just so happy. And I'm like, in real life, I'm not that happy. Why am I so happy? It's crazy.
You like a little extra emphasis on things. I think it's part of your character. It's cute.
I don't know why I'm like that. Crying in public.
Oh, I will cry anywhere. Nothing's changed about me.
Well, it's crazy.
If I feel it, I cannot hold back my emotions.
No, I know. But the crying has really, I can't believe you're not over it.
No, it's really hardwired in who I am.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Very Kris Jenner
laugh
of you.
Till you cry. Oh, me and Kris are just alike in that way.
Crying over anything.
But we feel deeply, honey.
No, it's great. I just don't know how you guys do it.
It doesn't bother us so much.
No.
We think it's healthy.
What is your bedtime routine now? I know you used to like a glass of wine and to go to bed.
Yeah, so no, now we're going to tea.
Tea? Like chamomile?
Like it's giving sometimes a liver kidney flush recently.
Oh.
Yeah. A little
That's
nettle.
Better.
Ginger, honey. I switch it up.
I thought you were going to say a liver tea. I was like, that's
no,
nasty.
not the actual protein. Ugh. I like to take my vitamins, wash my face, mask my hands.
Oh my God.
I mean, it takes almost as long at night to get ready for bed as it does to get ready in the morning. Seriously.
Are you one of those girls that do the mouth tape and all that?
No, I started that and I got over it so quickly.
Oh my God, I cannot be one of them.
Yeah, I was just weird.
Does Ace sleep through the night?
He does, but he has a new thing where he wakes up around like 5 a.m. and gets in bed with me.
That's fine.
Yeah, but it's awful from 5 to 6 with him in bed. No, because he's a spinner. It's just like I get kicked in the face. Like I actually got up this morning and got in his bed. And then he came to his room. He goes, Mommy, why did you leave your bed? I was like, you kicked me, honey. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was so asleep.
What is your criteria for people to get close to you?
Patience. I require quite a bit of patience because I don't let people in the way I once did.
Sometimes you and your sister just pick up random people that you guys become friends with. So
I don't
even
have
try
any
it.
randoms. I have no strays.
Right now, no, but I'll see you guys like be like, happy birthday to so-and-so. I'm like,
To who?
I don't know. I don't know these people ever. Haven't
You're
seen
such
them,
a
don't know
hater.
them. You'll be at like their birthday lunch. And I'm like, honestly, Malika, go home.
Oh, no, that was Khadija. Are you talking about, I told you, like, she has like mom friends.
No,
I don't really
Khadijah's
have any
another
mom
beast.
friends.
She loves
Yeah.
a friend.
You know her. She's got like her church group.
And I'm happy for
She's
her for
got
that.
her, she's like a real mom
Fine, the
friend.
next time I see it on your stories, I'm going to be like, I'll
I
just
know
send you the
I know
eyes.
you will. I know you will.
But you do make random friends.
I don't have any randoms. I swear. I think the last time I made a friend was like 4 years ago, and she's my business partner now. So
Yes, Anna's one of them.
yeah, that's about it.
No, there's others. I'll send it to you.
Who
Don't worry.
are you talking about?
Who are these randoms?
Are you jealous?
Well,
You
they're
could
just,
never be jealous. You're first in my eyes, girl.
Thank you. That's
It's
all I need to
you.
hear
It's
sometimes.
you or it's you.
That's all I need to hear sometimes. And I know I don't have the energy. So go hang out
Neither do I.
with Anna and the other ones. But just know when I call, it's on.
I can't wait till she sees
May
this.
8th. Okay. It's on May 8th.
We're having a date, you and I.
And
We're going
Cameron.
out. And Cameron. Yeah.
Who else is on the list?
Oh my God, I'm going to tell him to send it to us. Hold on.
Yep.
Send us the dinner list,
Send
the
us
invite list.
The list. And I also need to know like vibes of clothing.
Nosy. We want to know the invite list for your birthday. Don't worry, we're still going to come, but we think we might want to make a few edits.
You can't edit someone else's birthday.
Yeah, we can.
Well, Malik, this was fun. I would love to do this again. It was an easy, breezy.
That's whenever you want,
Casual
love. I will
talk.
come and hang out with you. Thank you for having me in Wonderland again.
Thank you. Okay, let's
course.
go continue our date.
All right, let's do it.